Hey, what's up everyone? This is Mr. GWS, and I saw an article from GSM Arena. I hope I'm reading this article right. Smartisan R1 comes with 1 TB of internal storage with quick charge 4 plus charger. You you just read the article, the main point right there. 1 TB of internal storage. 1 TB of internal storage. That's insane, man. you know, I, a few months ago, I recently bought the Galaxy S9 Plus with 256 gigs of storage, and I also pop in another 256 gigs of micro SD card. That makes it 512 gigs of phone of Galaxy S9 Plus. Yes, I'm that insane. and the design wise, I would say it's more or less the same. Like, I think this is the slightly better version of Essential phone. If you don't know what that phone is, that one is also another big notch with the circle line, with the how should I put it? Yeah, the front-facing camera with the notch. Actually, that one is the first one with so-called notch, not iPhone 10, man. It's not iPhone 10. That was like crazy popular AF. And as you can see, the specs wise is kind of expect from a flagship phone. Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM. With I don't think there's SD card slot if I'm not wrong. And the material is using aluminum frame with glass, which I think more or less these days are using glass now, which I'm not really surprised. And the display is 1080 by 2424, which is a 18.7 by 9 aspect ratio, but I'm kind of surprised it's not using Gorilla Glass 5. It's 3. Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Like, okay, even though it's not that reliable, but it's still glass anyways. It will still breaks. It will use 1500 by 1 contrast with 96% DCI P3 color gamut, which is alright. Camera wise, it's using 24 megapixel front camera, f2.0. I think it's the same as the P20, P24 Pro from Huawei. And of course the rear, there are two rear cameras, 12 and 20 megapixel. Of course the 12 megapixel using f1.8 with OIS, but the aperture is slightly a bit smaller than the 20 megapixel one, which called with f1.75. Like, wow, f1.75. Of course it uses Qualcomm's new Quick Charge 4 Plus, even though there isn't accessories with support of Quick Charge 4 Plus. The battery is 3600 mAh, and it also comes with white and black, but I think the way it designed doesn't have the headphone jack, I guess. And here's where the price starts to wow. Hey, 6 gigs of RAM wise only has 64 and 128 gigs. Of course the 8 gig version has 128 and 1 TB one. 64 gig with 6 gigs of RAM start with 549. 128 gigs one start with 627. Of course the 128 gigs with 8 gigs of RAM comes with 705. And last but not least, the 1 TB version with 8 gigs of RAM costs $1,300, almost $1,400. Yeah, keep that in mind, it's US dollars, which I have no idea, man. It is a really pricey one, as you can see. Yeah, even though it's more or less a beautiful phone, but I think they make smartphones before, just that it wasn't that popular outside China. I think if I'm not only the first, Smartisan, it wasn't that great. It also has problems when removing the nano SIM. From what I know, I think there's some YouTube from, not so YouTube from China, but some well-known tech website from China. They tear down the parts. It's really a very complicated mess, which for the way it designed is no surprise. But we'll see how it goes. Like there's 1 TB there I can use as a flash drive. 1 TB flash drive. That's all it is. But I think it's an alright phone, but it doesn't that surprise. I'm not very sure it has a fingerprint scanner or not. Maybe on the corner, maybe on the back. I have no idea either. So we'll see how it goes. So that's all about it. And if you like this video, comment and subscribe to my channel, Mr. GWS. Follow on my Facebook and YouTube. And as always, I'll see you on the next video.